Most people believe that aging and disease happen slowly and naturally, like rust forming on metal over time. But what if I told you that inside your body, every single day, tiny damage is happening deep within your cells, damage to the very blueprint that keeps you alive? And here is the shocking part. Most people unknowingly accelerate that damage through everyday habits, while a few specific foods have the power to help repair it. Inside every cell of your body lies DNA. Think of DNA as the instruction manual that tells your cells how to function, how to repair themselves, how to replace old tissue, and how to keep your organs working properly. When that instruction manual becomes damaged, cells begin to malfunction. Some stop working correctly, some die prematurely, and in certain cases, some begin to grow in ways they should not. This is where many diseases begin. For decades, scientists believed that DNA damage was simply an unavoidable part of aging. But modern research has revealed something far more hopeful. Your body actually has built-in systems designed to repair DNA damage every single day. The problem is that after the age of 40, those repair systems often begin to slow down, and when they slow down, small cellular mistakes start to accumulate. Imagine typing a long document on a computer. If the keyboard begins malfunctioning and adding errors, the document slowly becomes unreadable. That is similar to what happens inside the body when DNA damage accumulates. Cells begin to lose their ability to regulate inflammation. Blood vessels become less flexible. The brain struggles to maintain sharp communication between neurons. Hormones fall out of balance. The immune system becomes weaker. Over time, this invisible damage can contribute to many conditions that people fear as they age. But here is something very important that most people are never told. Certain natural compounds found in food can activate the body's own DNA repair systems, and one particular group of foods appears to play a powerful role in this process. Cruciferous vegetables, foods like broccoli sprouts, Brussels sprouts, kale, and cabbage, contain a remarkable compound known as sulforaphane. This compound has attracted enormous attention in the world of longevity research. Why? Because sulforaphane activates something called the NRF2 pathway. Now that might sound complicated, but the idea behind it is actually very simple. Inside your cells are protective switches that control the body's natural defense and repair systems. When the NRF2 pathway turns on, your body begins producing powerful protective enzymes. These enzymes help neutralize harmful molecules known as free radicals. Free radicals are unstable molecules that damage DNA, proteins, and cell membranes. Think of them like tiny sparks flying around inside your body. When too many sparks are present, they begin damaging the structure of cells. But when the NRF2 pathway is activated, your body increases its ability to extinguish those sparks. This is where certain foods begin to show extraordinary potential. Sulforaphane helps activate these natural protection systems, allowing cells to repair damage more effectively and defend themselves from harmful stress. But that is only part of the story. What makes this compound even more fascinating is how it appears to influence abnormal cell growth. Healthy cells in the body follow strict rules. They grow when needed. They repair tissue. And when their job is complete, they naturally die in a controlled process called apoptosis. This process is essential for keeping tissues healthy. But abnormal cells sometimes ignore these rules. Instead of shutting down when they should, they continue multiplying. They consume resources. They disrupt nearby tissues. Research has suggested that sulforaphane may help restore this natural balance by encouraging abnormal cells to stop growing and triggering their self-destruction while leaving healthy cells largely unharmed. In simple terms, it may help the body remove problematic cells before they become dangerous. Now imagine what this means for people as they age. After the age of 45, the immune system gradually becomes less efficient at identifying and removing damaged cells. The body still tries to maintain balance, but it requires more support from lifestyle choices. And this is where nutrition becomes incredibly powerful. The foods you eat are not simply fuel, they are signals that communicate with your cells. Every bite of food sends chemical instructions into the body. Some foods trigger inflammation, blood sugar spikes, and cellular stress. Others activate protection, repair, and renewal. For example, broccoli sprouts contain extremely high levels of sulforaphane compared to mature broccoli. Just a small handful can contain many times the concentration found in fully grown vegetables. When consumed regularly, these compounds enter the bloodstream and begin influencing cellular behavior. Inside blood vessels, they may help reduce oxidative stress that damages the delicate lining of arteries. In the brain, they may support antioxidant defenses that protect neurons from inflammation and metabolic strain. And in the liver, one of the body's most important detoxification organs, they may activate enzymes that help neutralize toxins before they damage DNA. But here is something that surprises many people. The greatest damage to DNA often comes not from rare exposures, but from everyday habits. Chronic inflammation is one of the most powerful drivers of DNA damage in the body. When inflammation stays elevated for years, immune cells release chemicals designed to fight threats. But when those chemicals remain present too long, they begin damaging healthy tissue. It is like a security system that never turns off. The longer inflammation remains active, the more stress accumulates inside cells. Blood sugar spikes can also play a major role. When glucose levels repeatedly rise too high, excess sugar molecules attach to proteins and DNA in a process known as glycation. These damaged molecules disrupt normal cellular communication and accelerate aging. Many people unknowingly experience these spikes every day through refined carbohydrates and sugary drinks. Sleep is another overlooked factor. During deep sleep, the brain activates powerful cleaning systems that remove waste products and repair cellular damage. Poor sleep disrupts these systems, leaving cells exposed to greater stress. And then there is the impact of inactivity. Movement stimulates circulation, delivering oxygen and nutrients that cells need to maintain repair processes. When people sit for long periods, circulation slows, and tissues receive less support for cellular maintenance. All of these factors influence how well your body protects its DNA. But what makes this subject truly fascinating is that the body never stops trying to repair itself. Even at 60, 70, or 80 years old, cells still contain the machinery necessary to repair damage and restore balance. They simply need the right environment. That environment is created through a combination of nutrition, movement, rest, and stress management. Foods rich in antioxidants and protective plant compounds provide raw materials that help cells defend themselves. Green vegetables, berries, garlic, onions, turmeric, green tea, and extra virgin olive oil all contain compounds that support the body's natural defense systems. But cruciferous vegetables stand out because they activate deeper cellular pathways involved in detoxification and DNA protection. When these pathways activate, something remarkable begins to happen. Cells become more resilient. They handle stress more efficiently. They repair damage faster. They communicate more clearly with neighboring cells. The immune system becomes more effective at identifying threats. Inflammation gradually becomes better regulated. And the organs that keep the body functioning, your heart, liver, brain, and kidneys, receive stronger protection against everyday wear and tear. This is why longevity researchers often emphasize a simple principle. Your daily habits either accelerate aging or they slow it down. And the difference between those two paths is often shaped by small choices repeated every day. For example, adding cruciferous vegetables to your meals several times per week may seem like a small step, but over months and years, those nutrients accumulate powerful protective effects inside the body. Pair that with regular physical movement, stable blood sugar, quality sleep, and reduced exposure to processed foods, and the body begins shifting into a far more protective state. Many people assume that health transformation requires extreme changes, but the body responds most strongly to consistency. Small supportive habits repeated daily allow cellular repair systems to work continuously, and the longer those systems operate efficiently, the better your chances of maintaining strength, mobility, memory, and independence later in life. Now here is something especially important for people over 50. The goal is not perfection. The goal is creating an environment where your cells have the resources they need to protect and repair themselves. That means filling your plate with colorful vegetables. It means prioritizing sleep. It means staying physically active enough to stimulate circulation and metabolic balance. These habits send powerful signals to your cells, signals that say repair, restore, protect. Over time, those signals shape the way your body ages. Your brain maintains sharper connections between neurons. Blood vessels remain more flexible. Muscles retain strength longer. The immune system becomes more balanced and responsive. And most importantly, the risk of cellular mistakes accumulating decreases. The idea that food can influence DNA repair and cellular protection may sound almost unbelievable, but when you look closely at how the body functions, it begins to make perfect sense. Your body is not passive, it is constantly adapting to the signals it receives. Every meal, every movement, every night of sleep sends instructions that influence how your cells behave. And when those instructions support repair rather than damage, the body responds in remarkable ways. So the next time you prepare a meal, remember this. You are not simply feeding your stomach, you are communicating with trillions of cells. You are influencing how your organs age, how your brain functions, and how your body protects itself against disease. Small choices repeated daily shape the future of your health. The foods you eat today may determine how strong, sharp, and independent you remain decades from now. Your body has extraordinary intelligence built into every cell. Support it, protect it, and give it the tools it needs to repair and defend itself. Because the most powerful investment you can make is not in something outside your body, it is in the quiet biological processes happening within you right now.